to Tarot from the Crypt. I am Lotus God Sage. We are in the landing of August, and today we're about to get into a fire sign Sagittarius read. Sagittarius, this will be a general read for your zodiac. Native American zodiac symbol for Sagittarius being the owl. So, Sagittarius, let's just get into your reading. See what tarot has to offer. See, which of the many classifications of owls do you fall under? We start with the Two of Cups inverted, followed by the Five of Swords upright. After that, we have the Ten of Swords inverted and the Ten of Wands upright. So here, Sagittarius, I'm getting that going into the landing of August, some of you guys here are dealing with a choice. It seems to be rooted emotionally, maybe in starting a relationship, maybe in establishing or affording an emotional identity. But the Two of Cups is a card about challenge, and balance. And that is very much something that a lot of us deal with daily and very often. But following the Two of Cups inverted, we had the Five of Swords upright. So I'm getting this choice that you may be dealing with here. Not only is it emotionally stirring Sagittarius, it seems to be that this choice here is also very worrisome for you. It seems that with this choice, there may be some chance or some fear of deceit or unfair loss that may come about from the situation, because the second card in is this Five of Swords. But following this Five of Swords, a card about deceit, worry, and unfair loss, we have the Ten of Swords inverted. So with this Ten of Swords inverted here, I'm getting that the choice that you are making, you are very much near the end of this process, or you guys are very much looking towards the end of the process, because with the Five of Swords here, we have you guys looking and focusing in on the worry and the fear of loss. And juxtaposed to that, we also have you guys, even though it's inverted, you're still looking down at the patch that has 7 swords as opposed to the one that has 3. So you're still looking at the heavier side of things here as it relates to this choice, Sagittarius. But with this Ten of Swords inverted, I feel that the end may not be as burdensome and as slicing in its totality in the end. I feel, Sagittarius, that you are looking at this as a very possible outcome of this choice. But it seems to me that we have 2, 5, 10, and 10. 2 times 5 being 10, and you have 2 tens over here. I'm not seeing that the the process relating to this choice here, I'm not seeing that as a very intensive one, a very long one, or maybe one that has many steps, because we go from 5 to 10. It seems like we have the choice. When the decision is made, soon as the decision is made, there's a worry about the unfair loss and the deceit. And in stride, the next step with that is the Ten of Swords, a card about deny. When they say the end is nigh, this is what they are referring to in a contained, smaller sense. But Sagittarius, following that, the Ten of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands, a card about burden and stress and loss, upright. I mean, we still are seeing ends here that leave us either decapitated and dismembered, or ends that leave us spent and drained and physically wore down with this Ten of Wands here. So, Sagittarius, let's go to the Wildwood Tarot deck and see if we can confine some of the gaps in this message and see what is troubling some of you guys and gals out there. If this is a relationship choice, I can understand and see the swiftness and the urgency and the end, related to that wheelhouse. If this is an emotional matter, or a matter that is highly, highly, if it's a keystone piece in the base of the relationship, is what I'm ultimately trying to get at. If it's a highly important peg in the pile, and once removed or once added, we're dealing with the straw that's going to break the camel's back here with this Ten of Wands. I was thinking of the game as a child where there's a tube and there's a lot of marbles and there are pins in them, and you pull the pins out, but you don't want the marbles to fall down the tube. But just in relation to how all of these wands and staffs are pinned into the center of this card here, but also, yes, we are dealing with a moment. There may be a situation where this choice that's made may be the straw that breaks a camel's back. So let's just go down one more layer. Sagittarius the Owl. Let's find out. How many straws does it take? Here's 1, 2, and 3. Oh, goodness. So, Sagittarius, between this Two of Cups inverted and this Five of Swords upright, we have the Nine of Vessels, generosity, a chalice, a cup card. You have the Nine of Cups on the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords. So, inverted. I'm pausing because I'm just noticing you're all cups in the second layer. You start with cups. This is the playing field. These are the positions, and these are the players. And they are all inverted. All of your cups here are or upside down. So yes, this definitely is a very major moment for you. This is a very intense and serious situation for you here, Sagittarius. Well, that's what I get for asking. But to further expound here on your Nine of Cups, Sagittarius, you know, it's often referred to as the wish card. You know, the card that says yes, abundance and a generous and very swelling end is near, but inverted. I'm getting that some of you guys may be feeling that all of what's in you is pouring out, or all of what you have contained somewhere else is leaking from its source. You know, following this Ten of Wands, this Nine of Cups inverted could very much lead to feeling depleted in this situation, feeling drained emotionally, not just physically. You know, feeling emotionally destitute, because following the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Vessels inverted, we have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Vessels inverted. A card about mourning, you know, also a card about fantasy on the opposite, more joyful end of being in mental and some some more intangible thought processes. But this mourning in reverse, right here in the middle of this Five and this Ten of Swords, you know, this Seven of Cups inverted might be the fear, might be the it might be the makeup for the nigh end that we were talking about when we said the end is nigh. You know, you're in the middle, you're looking at mourning. This is the worry. You're mourning before before the actual event. But following the Seven of Cups, we have the Six of Vessels reunion, the Six of Cups. Um, to bridge your Ten of Swords and your Ten of Wands, the Six of Cups, Six of Vessels, inverted. There is mm, I'm getting there might be a reunion of two two very intense feelings for you, or the feelings of being stuck in between two very intense places here in the end. Those places might be a rough end and a rough start. You don't want to be in between a rough end and a rough start. Here with this Six of Cups, you know, here with the Seven, you are mourning before, and here with this Six, you are mourning what is lost after. And all of these cups are upside down, which makes me heavily want to say, Sagittarius, please do not wait till the well runs dry to resolve whatever matter you're dealing with here, because it's not a very light one. It might be light in the sense that all of the heavy water has poured out of the containers, and yeah, the containers don't weigh that much without the water, but when it all comes rushing back, it will be a tidal wave to be witnessed. So, Sagittarius, Let's leave the second layer and go down a bit further. I hope it's not a lit further fire sign, because fire under all this water we have up here that's pouring down is going to be extinguished. I know what this is already. We have the Two of Pentacles inverted and the Eight of Pentacles upright. So it may not be the putting out of a fire, but it very well may be the sinking of Atlantis for a lot of you Sagittarius out there. With this Two of Pentacles in reverse coming down, this left side here we have that started with the Two of Cups in reverse. You know, this card is about balance and choice. And when we tighten it down more, we are still dealing with rectifying balance and choice. So this rectification, the process, not what's actually being rectified, is also heavy on you. Then we get down here to all this earth energy. We have 2 and 8, which equals 10. To correlate with the 2 10s that we have up here, these 2 ends up here, this end of feeling confined and cut, and this end of feeling drained and depleted. You have a choice that you're worried about, that you're balancing, that you're working with. Here, followed by this Eight of Pentacles, a card where we are, yes, close to the end. The end is nigh, but here with this Eight of Pentacles, the nigh end that we are dealing with, it's being guided by talent and craftsmanship and maneuverings. It's being guided by a hand that is both an iron fist and a velvet glove. Sagittarius. So, further down into your reading, I still see that, yes, there is worry. And the road to the solution is paved with, responsibility and duty. But ultimately, the end is still heavy with the possibility of prosperity. And we will go to the animal deck, the animal spirit deck here, to end on the message of hopefully reassurance and forwarding guidance and direction if needed for you Sagittarius, as we end this August launching of 2020. The Lamb. Behold the Lamb, Sagittarius. Do not allow it to be slaughtered. The lamb, a docile animal, sometimes a sacrificial animal, but the meekness and the purity, per se, that it comes with the lamb is a very, very positive attribute. So we here with this earth energy with the lamb, a earth card for your animal spirit deck, ending on your earth energy, but a earth card that is still very much a light emotional reflection. We will go further into the message here to add some balance to your reading. But the lamb is peaceful, it's prophetic, and it's patient. When in balance, which you are here, Sagittarius, you are in balance. It's just you have some activity at your core that's beginning to radiate out, and that activity is worry. in this case. But when in balance, you are knowingness and inner peace. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. So, meditation and listening also brings further balance for the lamb and its character. I guess you couldn't ask for a better bow than that, unless you did. But Sagittarius, this has been your August Landing 2020 General Tarot read. I am Lotus God Sage, fire sign. This has been Tarot from the Crypt. Wishing you, as always, much peace, love, prosperity, and reverberating patience. Reverberate on, Sagittarius.